On today's menu is an irresistibly delicious recipe using green mangoes. Namaskar and welcome to Curries with Mumbi. And today is a recipe from West Bengal called Gur Aam, where gur is jaggery and aam is mango. And my friends, this can be stored for 1 whole year. You need unripe green mangoes for this recipe. Usually green mangoes whose seeds are still soft are chosen. Wash the mangoes very well first. Wipe them dry with a clean cloth and then proceed with the recipe. You need to peel the outer skin and then cut them lengthwise into halves and discard this inner seed. I like cutting them into bite-sized pieces, but you can also slice them lengthwise. After cutting, allow them to sit uncovered for about an hour to let any moisture dry off, or you can keep them under the fan if you live in a place with high humidity levels. If you do not want to store it for a year and would like to serve it right away, then you can skip this step happily. In the meantime, we will toast some whole spices. Pan on medium-low heat, 1 teaspoon cumin seeds, that is jeera, half a teaspoon of fennel seeds, that is sauf, or in Bengali it is known as mohri, about 10 to 12 fenugreek seeds, that is methi, and 1 dried red chili. You can add more dried red chili if you like it to be more spicy. Stir the spices continuously for a few seconds. Now my friends, you just need to toast the spices, but if you toast for a long time, the spices will turn darker and they will turn bitter and ruin your whole dish. This is known as bhaja moshla in Bengali, where bhaja means to fry and moshla is masala, that is spices. The spices used in bhaja moshla varies from recipe to recipe. Like this kind of bhaja moshla is usually used in pickles or chutney. Toast the spices just for about a minute and then transfer them immediately to a bowl. Please do not let the spices sit in that pan, as again they will burn and turn bitter. Allow the spices to cool down and then grind them in a spice grinder or using a mortar and pestle. Please do not grind them too fine. They should be a little coarse in texture like this. Pot on medium-high heat, 2 tablespoons of oil. Once the oil turns hot, lower the heat to low and add half a teaspoon of panch phoron and half a teaspoon of fennel seeds. Panch phoron is a Bengali 5-spice blend. I have a video on it on my channel, so please check that out. Add the mangoes and stir them on high heat. About 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt goes in now. Stir till the mangoes lose their green color and look pale. See how the mangoes have lost their charm now? At this point, add the jaggery. I am using grated jaggery, which is available at my Indian grocery store, or you can add any form of jaggery. As my mangoes are quite sour, I used an equal quantity of jaggery as the mangoes. You can add more or less. It all depends on your preference. I like it to be very sweet because I am a sweet tooth person. Reduce the heat to low and stir everything till the jaggery turns liquidy. What if you cannot get hold of jaggery? Then use light or dark brown sugar. That will also work. Now you can cover it, but very frequently open the cover and give a stir. You can also not cover it. Cover or leave it uncovered. The rule applies to both. That is, please stir very frequently because jaggery has a tendency to stick at the bottom and burn. And you just can't let that happen. When you see your mangoes have started to get little soft and the syrup starts thickening, add half a teaspoon of Kashmiri red chili powder. This is totally optional, but I add it to make it look beautiful. You should not allow the syrup to turn too thick, as when it cools down it will become too sticky and stiff, just like a toffee, and you won't like it at all. It should still be a bit runny, and if you touch with your fingers, you will have this sticky feeling to it. But remember guys, to cool it down a little and then touch it, because anything with sugar is extremely hot when cooking. My chutney is done, so switch off the heat of your stove at this point and add the bhaja masala after the heat is off. If you want to store this for a year, add 2 to 3 tablespoons of white vinegar to this. Store it in an airtight jar, and I like keeping it in the refrigerator to maintain its flavor. My friends, it tastes too delicious, with the jaggery giving a toffee-like flavor, having a smoky note to it, along with a little tangy flavor from those mangoes, which are coated with the beautiful aromatic bhaja masala. Please help this video to reach out to more people by smashing that like button for me. Bye bye.